Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. This is a reading for Sagittarius Sun, Moon and Rising. You might find it resonates more though if this is your moon or rising sign. Okay, Three of Pentacles, so you could be very busy. This could be you wanting to work with your person, you might even be planning something with them, but I feel for most of you this is going to be you being busy outside of this connection. So maybe you're not even super stressed out about this right now, you've got other things going on. Okay, so you might be busy, but maybe you are still very focused. This Nine of Wands, he's got this whatever this is, telescope thing, he's looking out there. So even with you having a lot going on, you could still be very interested in what your person's doing, what's going on here, feeling like, well, I'm not hearing from them, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them to be kept abreast of everything happening in their life. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm seeing this mixture of I'm very, very busy in maybe like 4 or 5 different areas, but when it comes to this connection, there's no movement or there's nothing going on, and I'm having to figure things out, put the pieces together. Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, okay, makes sense. And I feel that other things you're busy with, I think they're going pretty well. Okay, Page of Swords reversed. So you could be doing something creative, or you're in the middle of a project or organizing something, or you're doing some sort of team thing, and you're not at the end of it yet. So you've got lots of moving parts. You haven't been able to stand back and see the finished piece, but I don't think it's super stressful. I think you might even be enjoying it. If there are other people here, and it looks like there are, you seem to be getting on well. And if you're not right now, you could be transitioning to being around people where you do get on better with them, or the dynamic in this situation will change. It could be colleagues, friends, family. Could be a sport if you play a sport, it could be your teammates or something. Okay, let's see. Four of Wands. The Hierophant. We have Taurus energy here. For some of you could be studying, of course. Yeah. So it's Christmas time, so end of year exams. I wonder if you have been revising, studying, something like that. I can't actually remember now. Do the exams come before Christmas or after? I think it's after, because it's always that the breaks are sort of ruined a little bit with having to study and prepare. So I'm not sure. Let me know if that's relevant to you. But yeah, you could have been doing lots of studying right now, brushing up on something maybe. Okay, what else? Let's see. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so, okay, this reading is going to be for you, I think, if you're not in communication, if you haven't seen any action or movement really from your person, you are not in a position in which you can put action or effort in, or that you feel it's appropriate to. Maybe you have and you've pulled back. So there isn't too much movement in the 3D, I would say, in this connection. I think you're very busy, you've got other things going on, they're going pretty well, you're enjoying them, but yet still you're interested in what's happening with your person. You might be seeing that they're in some foundations right now, whether it's work, maybe they're studying, maybe they're in a relationship, or whatever's going on, but you might get the impression that their foundations are pretty solid, and it's like you're trying to see, are they still in that situation? Are any cracks showing? Is it really as flawless as they're making it seem? Because it doesn't seem realistic. Nobody's, whatever it is they're showing, is that flawless? There's usually something going on. Now, I also feel for a few of you, it could be that this person is a teacher of yours. You could be their teacher, but maybe I'm thinking maybe this person might be a teacher, a mentor, a boss. They could be someone you go to for a particular service. So let's say a doctor, chiropractor, someone who does something for you, like someone you take your car. I would say someone who maybe comes in and does something on your house or around your home, but I kind of feel it's more maybe you would go to them. But yeah, okay, so if any of that sounds good, I would say stick around, let's see where we go. So let's have a look at this person then. Okay, Spirit, please show us for my viewers. Hi, messages. What's going on with my viewer's person at this time? Where do they stand in relation to this connection? What's happening? What are they thinking and feeling? Some of you are seriously busy at work. I can see that for sure. And there's something about as well how either for you or your impression of your person is that something around tradition or establishments or institutions or institutionalized ways of doing things are important right now, that there's no veering off, this isn't the time to be experimental and try different things. Okay, let's see. So your person, are you kidding me? What is the chance of that? You get the Three of Pentacles first. They get the Three of Pentacles first. Wow. Some of you work with this person or you're studying with them. That's for sure. Whether they're your peer or colleague or a boss or you're their boss or something like that, or their teacher. But wow, look at that. Both of you then might be very busy doing your separate things, and that could be a reason for not having too much to do with one another right now. We've got the Two of Wands reversed. Okay, what's going on with my viewer's person, please? Are you serious with this reading? Now they've got the Seven of Coins, but it's reversed right on top of your Seven of Coins in the upright. Okay, well, I will say, even if it looks like this person's being peaceful, they're maintaining the status quo and all of that, they're actually not feeling that way. From their opinion or from their perspective, they're saying, are you kidding? No, I'm ready to get up and move. I'm fed up with waiting. I'm fed up of just maintaining over here. Two of Cups, very nice. And we have the Six of Cups reversed. I'm so happy I've done the reading this way today, you versus them, because I think the impression they're giving you right now, or that you're picking up from them, is actually very, very different to what's going on and what they're intending and how they're feeling. Because you're saying Ace of Cups reversed. This opportunity is being wasted. Aces are not a fact given. They're not there's nothing guaranteed with an ace. It's an opportunity, and you're saying even this opportunity it's fallen by the wayside. We've not made enough of this. Eight of Pentacles reversed, we haven't given enough. And yet your person's saying not only do they believe in the possibility of this Ace of Cups, did I say Pentacles earlier? Of Cups, they're saying the Two of Cups, I believe we both still are holding on to this cup. I believe we can both come together here. And I think they're saying, Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups reversed, whatever they've been giving a lot of time and attention to, however they have been a team player in their life, they're done with it. They're bored. It's not bringing them the same fulfillment that you might be getting in your other situations at this time. We've got the King of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who wants to jump over that wall, who cares where they land, and move forward based on their heart at this point, not their head. What was this? King of Swords reversed. So for some of you, yeah, there could be a reason, some kind of a contract or positional situation that's making this person feel it's not appropriate to open their mouth, or maybe it's not even legal, depending on what it is. Yeah, Eight of Wands reversed, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Gosh, so this is someone right now who's looking at you as their family. So it could be you do have a family, and maybe there's been a separation or something. It could be that they just, when they think of who it is they want to invest in and who they want to build a home, family, community with, it's you. There is some reason though that this person is saying, I feel I can't talk, and it's not, it's pride, or I'm scared. It's I've literally signed a contract, or it's inappropriate, or it would ruin my profession or yours. Or it's almost like today I can't talk, I can't speak. Let's have more of a look. What's going on with this Eight of Wands reversed? Why can't they speak? The Moon, look at that, Pisces. You see, I cannot say something. Five of Swords, it would cause a huge argument. And again, interesting, the only major arcana that we have landed one on top of the other. There's something big going on, not for all of you probably, but for some of you, around something that's established, or some kind of contract, or some sort of position. That's the reason this person's saying, I cannot speak, I cannot say the things to you right now that I want to say. And it feels to them like a lose-lose situation. What else? Anything else, please, for this Eight of Wands reverse? Page of Pentacles. I just had a quick message. For some of you, this is like a doctor of your child. Like if your child has an ongoing thing, so let's say they're having, I'm seeing someone's leg, a knee specifically. So I don't know if someone's having like knee surgeries or physio on their knee. So, you know, you go to routine, like regular appointments. So an ongoing thing, that sort of a situation. And they're saying, I can't tell you how I feel while I'm treating your child or something like that. But for others of you, this will just be that they have something they want to offer you and they feel they cannot. They just can't right now because it's not appropriate. And it could even just be a time period thing. Let's say the next like 2 weeks, or there's something going on over the holidays. They don't want to, I don't know, leave a family or significant other over the holidays, you know, and come towards you or something like that. But I do think they're watching you from afar, admiring you. There's something they want to give you, but you know, they're saying, I can't say anything right now. Let's have a look at this King of Cups, more about their feelings here, and then the Two of Cups. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, they see you're very busy, you're focused on other things, and you seem to be doing well, and you seem to be very happy with how things are going, and that's very attractive to them. So they are admiring you, and I just get the feeling that this person is more focused on you right now than you would imagine. Okay, Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, 22, 222 could be a number you're seeing, 2222. Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, there's another partner in the picture, whether it's yours, theirs, or both. Gosh, and Death, Scorpio here. So if your person, whatever's in the way is a third party, you know, partner, career, family, whatever it is, I think they want to end this so they can be with you, but it's a big thing. It would be something they're leaving behind that's already established, visible. There's commitment, there's investment for the opportunity with you. Nothing's guaranteed, you know. You'd both have to see how this goes, and I think they're actually willing to do this, but you know, depending on what it is, it could be a really big deal. So that's why they're kind of stressing and overthinking it, and possibly imagining all the ways it could go wrong. Because, well, you know, let's say they have to resign from a particular professional career. It could have been that they've trained for years, or they've been in that for years. You know, it feels like a big move that they're contemplating. So, actually, before we go into what to expect, let's do some messages from them to you, especially considering they do have something to say, and they're saying it's just literally not right or appropriate. I can't say it at this time. I want to, because I feel we're both suffering from me not saying this, you know, Five of Swords, but I don't think I can. Okay, let's see. What would this person like to say to my viewer, please? Turns out you were right. My ego's bruised, but ultimately I want you in my life more than I need to be right. I just have to swallow my pride a minute, as I'm not used to this feeling. Okay, what else? Some of my friends and or family don't approve of you, but I don't care. I'll be mourning these people if they don't come back, if they don't come around to back me up on what truly makes me happy. I know it will be sad, but for the best. So I feel for some of you, this, you know, you can extend this message beyond friends or family into, you know, the governing body of whatever I'm professionally a part of would frown upon this or outright blacklist me or something. Because I do see a strong sort of connection here through, I don't know, work or, you know, something like that for some of you. But yeah, if it's not that, then for sure we've got this Queen of Pentacles with Death. So by moving towards you, there's someone here, or, you know, this Queen could be representing something that they will have to cut off and end. Okay, any other messages? Let's see if there's one more from this deck here. Will you please send me messages via social media that let me know you're still thinking of me? I'm going through a hard time and need to know you're not going anywhere. Okay, so yeah, things are not as peaceful and as calm for this person as it might seem on the surface. And this shows they are watching you, especially on social media, if you have social media, because they're saying if you post things, I'm going to notice, I'm going to see them. Okay. Secrets, I haven't told you everything. Unfinished business, we still have things to resolve and discuss. Damage, we are both hurting from this. Guilty, I feel pain from the damage I have caused. So they might be saying they're the ones that caused damage. Now, the secrets, I feel would just be this King of Cups, how they feel. But let's just clarify. What are these secrets, please? What was that? King of Pentacles? No, the Chariot. Cancer energy. The Hermit, Virgo. Yeah, there's a lot they haven't told you, but strength, Leo. So things they've been holding down, repressing, passion. I'm not seeing anything alarming here or anything that you don't know. Just got a glimpse of the Page of Wands. What's this? Five of Cups. Yeah, feelings. You know, how they've missed you, how they took them a long time to wake up to this Two of Cups connection here, but now they see it. Just, you know, stuff you know, probably, to be honest. Okay, what else? Self-love, I am still trying to heal. We have third party. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. For some of you, yeah, there is still something in the way. Destiny, I'm struggling to find the right path. Okay, one of the things with me seeing the Chariot earlier as I was shuffling, asking what their secret is, one of the things they want to tell you is they may have moved forward, full steam ahead, very confidently towards something or someone and left you behind in some sort of way, acting as though I've decided on my future, this is the direction, and now they're having to almost confess, I was wrong, that wasn't what I wanted. Unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. Okay. Right, one more message deck, and then we'll have a look at what to expect over the next week here. What else would this person like to say? I pray for you all the time and do healing work on your behalf. Okay, so that could be them literally praying, literally doing healing work, depending on if they're, you know, spiritual, religious, or it could just be them thinking of you and wishing you well. I cried all night wondering why you weren't sleeping next to me. So they have much deeper emotions than they've let on. They're missing you for sure. I am a completely new and better person because of you. Wow. Okay. So if you're wondering, have they changed? They're saying yes, absolutely. And you've been that source of inspiration. I was taught that I had to earn love by pleasing people. Wow. So if this has been a sticking point in this connection and prevented forward movement because this person's always acting as a people pleaser, doing what other people want over what they want, that's something they're aware of now. Maybe it's even a habit that they have changed or they're working on changing. I am learning that I can still have a great life without you. Okay. You know, that's not even bad, because that's giving me that Nine of Pentacles energy. Like, you've got good things going on, and that's kind of what you want before coming, you know, into a relationship with someone. You don't want them to feel like the only reason they exist is you, because that's massive codependency right there. And then, you know, you start to feel suffocated and you can't do anything without them, you know? So I don't actually think that's a bad thing. I think that's talking about them gaining in self-confidence, realizing they have more depth to themselves, more strength, yeah, becoming more of a well-rounded person. Telling you that I need you will be the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. Okay. And again, today in this reading, I don't just feel it's about ego or fear. I think also there's some practical thing as well that's making it difficult. You may not be perfect, but you're perfect for me. Oh, we've got two. Have you moved on with someone else who treats you better than I did? That thought is so painful. So they do spend some time, you know, worrying that you may have moved on, especially if you're pretty private and they wouldn't know, you know, you don't really talk about it or put it online or anything. So this is a fear of theirs. And then we have, I'm embarrassed over how desperate I became and what I did. Do you still respect me? Okay. Wow. Okay, so let me just have a drink. And let's see what to expect over the next week. So as I said, this is timeless, so just think of, you know, the next 7 days from whenever you're watching this. Okay, what can my viewers expect, please, from this connection, from their person over the coming 7 days? Knight of Cups. Some of you will have some romantic movement here. If you're seeing them at a function, party, work drinks, or meeting up with friends, or whatever it is, yep, you might see them and, you know, have a sort of a romantic vibe moment. The High Priestess reverse, we've got Pisces, we've got the Queen of Pentacles reverse, the Sun, Leo, Five of Swords. Okay, for some of you, oh gosh, okay, let me go back. Remember the Queen of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles and Death? Oh, I want to end something, should I, can I? For some of you, over the next 7 days, very quickly, yes, this person will. And what you're going to get clarity around, look, High Priestess, Keeper of Secrets, reversed. The Sun, illuminating everything, bringing things into the light, upright. You're going to find out something with this third-party personal situation, Queen of Pentacles is reversed, is done, is over, they've made their decision. We know for them, they're saying, if I try and speak with you about this, it's going to create some distress, destruction, Five of Swords. We saw that already down here. So for some of you, they're going to go for it regardless. Wow. The Tower in the reverse, Scorpio there. Page of Wands, Hanged Man reverse. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're not holding back. It looks like over the next 7 days, they're saying, okay, let me go for it. Let me send that message. Pisces again with the Hanged Man reverse. I'm seeing something about a violin, so music, string instruments, violin specifically, could mean something. Okay, what else please? Anything else? I don't think so, to be fair. I think that's it. Yeah, for some of you, there's going to be actually... Okay, here we go. What's this? The Knight of Swords reverse. There's going to be something that's revealed. The Hermit, Virgo. Okay, for some of you, this person's going to be the one to come forward, send you a message. They're going to instigate this, or you'll see them out, they'll tell you. Maybe after they've had a drink or two or something, you know, and they're just sort of speaking more freely. For others of you, this is something this person's desperately going to want to say, but because they feel their hands are tied, you will find out through someone else or through some other way. But I think there's going to be something coming to light over the next 7 days, something you've been wanting to hear for a while, something you've suspected perhaps. Okay, let's see, how will you feel about this? Can you clarify the Sun? How is my viewer going to feel about this? 10 of Wands, like a burden has come to an end. It might startle you. 2 of Swords, so you're going to take a moment to digest. I don't know why I couldn't say that word. Something you'll want to reflect upon. What else? How's my viewer going to feel about this? The World. Yeah, it's a big thing. You're hearing something is over, something has ended, something has changed, and it means something for you. Like a whole cycle has come to an end. The next card is the Fool. You know, how do you want to move forward with here? So it feels like this information shows you that now, you know, there's so much possibility and potential, but you're going to have to take a moment to really sit down and think about this and process it. Okay, so let's finish up then with a message of guidance for you from Spirit. Can we get an oracle card? Wow, yes. Humpback whale. Oh, we've got music again. So yes, music is important to some of you. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. Okay, so music, sound could be really beneficial this week. Also, if you get invited to go to something music related, for some reason I just feel like go. I don't know if it's that you're going to meet this person here, bump into them, you know they're going. This is where you will hear this piece of information.